Hello. That's the main one right there. And then we have this little shotgun sucker over here that picks up my heartbeat. All right, here we are. New Year's is over. It wasn't easy. It's Monday, January 3rd. Everybody makes their housing payment today, because they certainly weren't going to make it Friday. So this is the first business day of the year. I'm going to have me a little simple orange. It is old orange juice, I promise you. Very nice. So I made our housing payment. It's not easy. It's a little over $3,000 a month. Oh my God, what we do for a monthly. Oh, look at that. I got a nice little streamer on there. It's probably got the wrong date on it. What do you think? You think it's got the wrong date on it? Boca, Florida. Table talk. What day? Oh my God. It's got December 31 on there. All right, we can fix it. I shouldn't fix it on your time, but what the heck? It's real easy to do. And we're going to make this 4 p.m. Whoops. 5 p.m. Time flies when you're having a good time. Oh my God, I got the wrong year. Got to change that. And it's January. J-A-N. Step over here to 3. There you go. Whoops. No, we don't want that. I gotta click on here. Go all the way over. But I need to get this crap. There we go. And then I hit Control C for copy. Save it. All right, now what do we got? We got a nifty little, what's Jimmy thinks? You got that little streamer going there. I had a little class to the program. So I had my, well, let me show the most exciting thing. It's the kitchen. There we go. Because it was a total disaster. And guess who had to clean it up? I mean, they put everything in the sink. But I mean, ooh, the next day, even though we didn't cook the ham, the place was a wreck. So now everything is sterilized. These are the 4 dishes. These are my everyday pans, right there. And we have some leftover ingredients. We've got 5 liters of empty liters. This is my pot right there that I used to make iced tea with, and I need to get that going. And there is, no, I didn't put a paper towel thing in there yet. Okay, so we got to do that. And then there's Marilyn's favorite Indian River Fruit Company picture. And no bloody swearing in this bar, my God. a little bit of Irish there, because Grandpa was Irish. Okay. So here's Jimmy. There's my photographic sites. So I took my online streaming guitar lesson. Oh, I should have left the guitar here so you can see it. It is it's a flawless Martin guitar, which I found online. Yeah, it's always online is like magical. Let me turn down these little doodads. Am I overmodulating just a little tiny bit? No. The sound is not too loud either. Anyway, so I took my online guitar lesson after I cleaned the kitchen. I better get that clean. Because, Marilyn's playing banker all day. If she comes home and the kitchen's a mess, ooh, she's gonna give me a dirty look. Actually, she would give me no look. What she'll do is she'll go in and change into her play clothes and go in there and dig in and get it done. I can't have that. No. Jimmy has to, he's got to do his, husbandly thing. This microphone is very sensitive. And so is this one. It is so sensitive. It can hear my heartbeat. One thing this little soundstage has is we've got really good technology. We got a nice digital camera here that's extremely wide angle. It's a fixed focus. So I have it like focused on, like this. So that everything is kind of like in the plane of the, oh, here's something I got. I'm a sucker for, where's that? Okay. Let me hold it here. We have it on Dr. Eric Celeberti. Dr. Eric Celeberti, MD, is promising that it's on the bottom. This is on the bottom. That I will fall asleep 140% faster. I'm gonna wake up completely refreshed. I'm gonna 266% better opportunity to sleep through the night, and I'm going to have 80% enhanced focus and concentration. It's going to regulate the natural sleeping cycle. I'm such a sucker for TV ads. But I tell you what, the only reason is that this guy, Mike Huckabee, former governor, and he's a two-time governor. I think he served as governor for like 10 years, 2.5 terms. He spoke up for it, and he says he's been using it for 2 years, and it works. So you know what? Let's give it a try. So clinically tested, proven effective. Now, what else do you want than that? I'm such a sucker for the chemistry. There you go. Here's the pills. I'm going to show you to you in close up. They're capsules. This is a full bottle. So, tonight, take off the hermetic seal. The seal of approval is now gone. And a little more cellophane on here. Should I get it off? What the hell? Always cut away from you. That's what I heard from somewhere. From the only... Did I tell you I was in the Boy Scouts? That's the good news. You know, a lot of these Boy Scouts you hear about on the TV, you know, they became Eagle Scouts after their 18, 20-year, you know, stint in the... I went to the Boy Scouts for one day, one night. I think it was after school. I might have been 10 years old. And they give you this piece of rope. And I said, okay, this is... In the next half hour, you're going to figure out how to tie these 10 knots. So I got through knot number 3. And I said, to hell with this. I said, I don't think I'm going to be a good Boy Scout. So I'm out of here. So my mother was going to come pick me up. I don't think it was far away. I think I'd walked home, quite frankly, because I pretty much walked out of there and said goodbye. Yep, Boy Scouts wasn't for me. So later in life, I deduced that I would probably not be a very good military person in the ranks. I would have to graduate from medical school and go in as an officer, a medical guy. Or I graduated in biochemistry, I could, do that. So, I didn't do either. I decided to be a banker. There you go, that makes sense, right? Makes no sense. This is very hot. Guess I got a towel over here for some reason. Anyway, so I failed as a Boy Scout. I never entered our armed services, which I regret to a certain extent. Kennedy was very inspiring. But when he got shot, his replacement was not inspiring. LBJ, no. So I really didn't want to go into the armed forces where he was the commander-in-chief. People don't think about that, but, I think about it now. I don't think a lot of people that voted a year ago thought about the guy that's in office right now being the commander-in-chief. Kind of a scary thought. I just don't believe he's compos mentis. I think he's, geez. Every time I see, Trump move around in the background, you know, he's basically stayed out of the fray, the political fray for the moment. But every once in a while you see him, you know, at a party or this and that, and you see how he is, and you say, boy, I wish we had one of those in the office. You know, he may be, you know, not the perfect guy to have to dinner, but who cares? You know, he's a kick-ass CEO, and he got stuff done. And I don't care that he's not my best friend. When you vote for president, you shouldn't be voting for a good guy. You should be voting for a kick-ass CEO. And we do not have that. Jeez. It's amazing. Anyway, so my sound stage here is all set up very nicely. You can't really see it too well. But I've got my panels down here where I can control things. I hit control 1, see that's what we're looking at. This gives you the view of this thing. Marilyn said, please send that back. See, return started. That was proof that the return is on the way. I took it down to the UPS. It is gone. There we go. See, there you got, what's this doing here? There we go. What's Jimmy think? Local broadcast booth. This is the booth. It is a little, it's 20 inches deep and about 50 inches wide. And it sits above my knees, about a foot. And see, I got my headphones on, so I can hear very carefully what I'm saying. You can imagine I can hear very carefully what I'm saying to myself. You lordy, lordy, lordy. And I've got two unbelievable sound guys here. See, so I'm looking this way. I'm talking into this one. If I'm looking this way, I'm talking into this guy. And this guy is dangerous. This guy's not so dangerous. Turn him up a little bit. There you go. Okay, so I showed you the kitchen. Here's something. Outside our balcony, what are we seeing? There's a fire. I mean, it's a serious fire. I'll give you the full view of that. And that's, you know, we're right in the middle of downtown Boca Raton. We're like on First Avenue and First Street. We're at centrally the intersection of Pomona Park Road and Federal Highway. But actually, the building that's on that corner is the hotel. Okay? And, you know, the Hyatt Hotel, which is Louis Bassi, also Louis Bassi. So that is exactly 1 mile whoosh, to the beach. I mean, it's 5,280 feet. And this fire was like one street in from A1A. So that's probably 4,000 feet away from us. And this picture, let's see if I can, was captured. You can see it on there at 9:09 p.m. Sunday night. 9:09 p.m. These, you can't trick these cameras. Look at that, you got it. It's image 0809, and it's a 26 millimeters. It's f1.5, 7 million pixel image, 3,400 pixels by 2,000 pixels, roughly. And it even gives you, you know, see, here's a map. Let's see if I touch it. There you go. I don't like that map. over here. Okay, I was looking for the, what do you call it? But see, that's where I took the picture. Right above chops. We're on this balcony right there. So cool. It says adjust. I can adjust it. You know, I'm not going to bother. Anyway, so that was a fire. It burned, you know, for hours. It was on the 11 o'clock news. Big sake. So that was, so I figured I'd take a picture of it with my iPhone, which I did. There we go. So, just so you know that I'm here. Anyway, so not too eventful. Basically cleaning up for the New Year's. We always have a New Year's dinner, a family tradition. Black-eyed peas and ham, collard greens, which is not my favorite thing, but everybody else likes it. So I put it in the pressure. I was going to say the pressure cleaner. The what do you call it? The pressure cook pot. You know, Instapot, pressure cooker, not pressure cleaner, pressure cooker. So I have all this leafy stuff, right? I had it rinsed off. Stuffed it in there, and I got the biggest crock pot you can buy, you know, and it's, you know, Instapot, so it's like 12 quart, 10 quart, whatever. It's big. It's got to be this big around. It's as big around as this laptop, and this is a 16-inch laptop. Yeah, that's about the size of the container. So you know, stuffing all this stuff in there, and I also sauteed, you know, garlic and onions and, you know, whatever the recipe called for. Threw that in there, put the top on this thing, and turned it on for 1 hour. And the thing actually will pressure cook it for 1 hour. And there's nothing that can live through that. Yes, sir. You know, you have boiling water that it goes up to about 30 pounds per square inch. So you have a double atmosphere. You know, that's dynamite. So I figured there's no way that collard greens is going to be tough. And it was, you know, it was okay. It wasn't, you would think it would be just disintegrated, but it wasn't. And I forget how we cooked the spinach. We put spinach on something else. And I think that turned out okay. I wasn't in charge of that dish. I was in charge of this dish. And I was in charge of the ham. Because I'm team meat. So that's what I did, you know. Excuse me. So tonight, we're gonna try the sleep product as discussed by Mr. Huckabee. If you watch the Fox channels, Huckabee's on there like 40 times a day, so you can't miss that. So it's worth a try. I'm going to tell you how it works. You know, it's easier, cheaper than buying it. And we take all kinds of other supplements. Now this you take 30 to 60 minutes before bedtime, which means I would probably take it at 10:30, something like that. So if I can remember to take it, I think I'll remember to take it. I just don't know if I'll remember to take it 30 minutes before bed. I never know when the hell my bedtime is. It's whenever I get tired of watching whatever I'm watching on Netflix. All right, well, what do we got here? It's 5:21. Anyone else got any suggestions on what to talk about? Oh, I got another neat little photograph. Yes, it is. Marilyn took a picture of this flower pot, and she was getting ready to. I said, "Get your camera back out. You gotta take the picture with the ladybug on the thing. Forget about the stupid flowers. I mean, we'll see the flowers, but let's get the ladybug. He's walking right across there. Take it now." So she took it. But look how cool this is. So you got a ladybug. This is my pardon me, my favorite. Get out of here. Get out of here. I don't want to hear it. Look at that. You can see the legs on this sucker. I mean, these iPhone cameras are just crazy. Can you imagine a ladybug is walking on that flower pot? So that gives you a little reference on the size of these flowers. And at nighttime, they all close up. This is like a clover. This is a big patch of 3-leaf clovers, not 4-leaf flowers. There may be a 4-leafer in there somewhere. But anyway, we took that as a ladybug walking. And look at this. There's a party. There's the Boca Hotel right between the forest of clovers. That's sitting on our outdoor table. And then you got these other buildings, and back here you got buildings on the beach. The bridge, what do you call it? There used to be a hotel called the Bridge Hotel. Now it's called Waterstone. And it's right there where the bridge is. Anyway, so that's, how cool is that picture? Let's give you a full one of those. There you go. See, now you can see it full time. We got a beetle. It's a ladybug. It's got the 2 dits on it. And we see legs. I mean, you can almost see this guy. I don't think he shaved this morning. What do you think? Anyway, so I think that's the. When was that taken? Let's take a look at the January 1st. It's 3:07 p.m. So that is New Year's Day. It's geotagged. Every time you snap the picture, it locks in the GPS coordinates of from where it was taken. And there you go. See? Right there? We're on the balcony. On that balcony. Yep. And Chops. Chops is right in that corner. We sit 8 levels up directly above Chops. Okay, we're gonna go back. Anyway, that picture is pretty cool. That is the cool picture of the day. Marilyn says, I'm going to the doctor today. What are my medications? So what did I do? I lined up all our medications and took a picture of it. That solves that problem, right? Just take the picture. She doesn't take much. I did the same thing when I went to the doctor. Just line all your meds up, take a picture of it. And then you print it on the printer, and you bring that in and hand it to them. They can put it right in their file. Okay. There's our saying. Salud, dinero, amor y tiempo para gozarlo. That means health, wealth, and happiness, and the time to enjoy all 3. And that is the saying that everyone says in the Southern Hemisphere when they're celebrating the New Year. Pulp free. I'm not a big fan of orange juice pulp. unless I'm eating an orange. Anyway, so that's something that you can learn today. Salud, dinero, amor y tiempo para gozarlo. And that's the saying that they always say. This plate was nailed up on a wall somewhere, and our friend had it and sent me the picture so that I could tell you about it and remind me how to say the saying. Okay, it's 5:30. I think it's time for me to be quiet. So that was my first attempt at having a little, keep the channel open. Make sure you guys are paying attention. Everybody's good here. Everyone's happy and healthy so far. Knock on wood. So we wish you a Happy New Year. And the microphones will go silent. And then you can listen to the Epidemic instrumental for about